Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to day 5 of our spoken English program. Before we begin, I want to ask you one very simple question. How many questions do the teachers ask in a day? 10, 20, 50? How many? What's your guess? Please give me the answer. Creating the learning amongst the students. Okay, and for asking certain questions, you need to know what is the basic formation of forming questions. And a teacher who asks powerful questions from the students is actually creating thinking. So the difference between both, a student who is asking good questions is creating thinking. Today we will learn how to ask the questions confidently and correctly. Okay, by the end of today's session, you will be able to ask the questions naturally, instinctively, without any hesitation. You know what? You just need to know the formula. You just need to know a pattern. We have been discussing about the patterns, and if a teacher knows the pattern, or if a person, a speaker, whether that speaker is native or not the native, if he or she knows the pattern, he can quite confidently and with great fluency ask the questions. So, are you ready, participants? Ask better questions and speak better English, because when you are going to form the questions with a pattern, with a better thing, you people will create the thinking of the students, among the students as well. So ask correct WH questions. Today you will learn these things. Avoid common question mistakes. Okay, in the same way, improve classroom interaction. Your questions should keep these things in mind. Conduct conversations confidently. It depends on your questions that how you are going to conduct conversations between you and your students. And this process actually finally leads the students towards the confidence building as well. Then respond quickly in English. If someone is asking you questions, sometimes you're asking the questions from your students and sometimes the students are asking questions from you. So whoever asks a question, whether you are asking or whether you are being asked, you should respond quickly, and that also in English. If you want to lay an impression on your students that you are fluent with this language, and if you want to groom them in this language as well, you need to respond quickly and of course in English as well. Build fluency through questioning. You know what, if someone is not getting what you want that person, and if you have asked a question, I have practiced this thing in my teaching. If I've asked a question and the person or the one who has to respond, it doesn't know how to respond, I ask certain more questions. You want to say this? What do you think? Should it be like this? So from these questions, multiple questions, you can arouse the thinking ability amongst your students. Okay. So the art and science of asking questions. Asking question is not something you just come up with a sudden thought in your mind and you ask the question. There is an art. The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge. If you want to provide the knowledge to your students, you need to ask the certain questions. And if you want to ask questions, you should know how to ask them in a proper way, with fluency and with great confidence as well. Okay. Thomas Berger said this, okay? Achha, let me tell you one thing, in Thomas, it's not Thomas. H is silent in it, we always pronounce it as Thomas. As River Thames is wrong, it's River Thames, okay? So let's have an icebreaker. I will ask you quick questions, okay? And you will have to answer me quickly. Anyone who can unmute herself? This is an interactive section right now. Who will answer me quickly without thinking? You are not supposed to rethink. Give a thought to whatever you have to answer. You will just focus on my question, and the activity is that you're going to immediately answer me. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And your question is, what's your name?
my name is Alia Tariq.
Okay. Instead of saying like this, you were very good. Very good effort. You should have said, I'm Alia Tariq. My name is Alia Tariq. Correct. There shouldn't be any overthinking. Immediately you're going to answer me. Okay. And your question is, where do you teach? Okay, fine. Thank you. Why did you join this course?
Because I want to get fluency.
Excellent. You didn't give a thought to what you want to say. You immediately answered me, and you are the winner of this round. Okay, how was your day today?
It was a good day.
Okay, in what sense? The next question was, it was good in what sense? Was it productive, enjoyable?
It was enjoyable.
Okay, that's very good to hear. Thank you so much. Okay. So So these were the questions. What's your name? Where do you teach? Why did you join this course? How was your day? What do you enjoy? What do you enjoy teaching most? Anybody else please answer me? What do you enjoy teaching most? About this, questions create what? If you are asking questions from someone, you are creating the thinking, then participation, okay? And then next, communication, and confidence building and learning. So asking questions actually is creating a lot of things which is including thinking, participation, communication, confidence and learning. Okay, just imagine, let's think for a moment everyone. Imagine classroom A, teacher speaks for 40 minutes, okay, and students only listen. Now imagine classroom B, teacher asks, why do you think so? While teaching, then how can we solve this? Then what is your opinion about anything? Students become active, students participate, students communicate. Which classroom is better in your point of view? Classroom A or classroom B? Classroom where students are sitting idle and they're just listening to you people. No question is being asked from them. This actually makes them feel relaxed and they become idle, they become lazy and they become sleepy as well. They're just sleeping, they're paying no heed. You know, when they are aware that a teacher is going to ask whatever she or he is teaching us, she's going to check us, she's going to assess us amongst between during the lecture, then the students are going to be active. So classroom B, I hope and I guess is going to be better. So again, questions create learning, okay? Questions create interaction, questions create confidence, and please repeat after me. Great teachers ask great questions. Question makes student what? Let us see. Let us see this thing. Questions make students think, and then questions make students speak, and then learn as well. You know, I read somewhere, I see and I forget. Okay, I speak and I forget. I think, I speak, and I learn. So you need to think first. Your brain's involvement in any of the topic, in any of the discussion is also very important. So once you're going to think about that, whatever classroom lecture is taking place, you will think about that, you will bring out your ideas into that, and you will speak up with your ideas, you will join the interaction, you will take part in the interaction. Obviously, you're going to learn that more, and that is going to last long, okay? And then obviously you're going to grow in this process. Now we will discuss about WH questions. Achha, you should know how many kinds of questions are there. Today we will master the 7 most important question words. You will see word and their purpose. I told you yesterday this is not pronounced as purpose, it's purpose. The word is what and its purpose is things. If we want to ask about things, then we are going to start our questions with what. The next one is who. Who actually shows people. If you want to ask anything about the people, you will use who, pattern question. And then when you have to ask about the places, you will ask or ask where question. And if you want to ask about the time, you will use when questions, okay? Again, words and their purpose. If you want to know the reason of anything, then you're going to ask the why question. And if you want to know the choice of between 2 things or many things, then you're going to ask which questions. And if you want to ask about the ownership, about the possession of anything, you will ask whose. Okay, these are very simple and basic things, but actually your mind should be clear what you want to ask. If you want to ask ownership, you will start your questions with who. The rest of the procedure or method, you know. Okay, we are grown up enough that we know the method, how we are going to construct the questions, but main thing is your mind should be, there should be clarity of your mind in what do you want to ask. Whether you want to ask the reason, the ownership, the method, and if you want to ask the method, you will use how question. Okay, what questions used for information? What are the questions which are used for information? Example is, what's your name? What question is used for what? Information. Like I ask you people about your name, and I ask you the question, what's your name? And then what motivates you? So what we are asking, if we want to get information about anything, we are going to start our questions with what. What do you teach? Information, right? I want to know, and I want to get the information, which subject are you teaching? So I will say, what do you teach? What is your favorite book? So who questions, they are used for people. Let's have an example. If you want to know who inspired you, if you want to know about the person who inspired you, you will ask the question who. Okay. And then who is your role model? Again, your inspiration, your role model. Who teaches English in your school? So where question is used for places, as it is told earlier. Where do you live? Okay. And where do you teach? Then where did you study from? And then where would you like to travel? Right? When questions, you will say, when do classes begin? Okay. When do our class began? Today it began a little late because of the distortion problem in voice. And then when do you feel productive? When you are motivating, channelizing or the passion of different people. Okay, when do you practice English? Then how questions they are asked for or asked for methods. Asked is American pronunciation and asked is British pronunciation, okay? How do you prepare lessons? When you have to, when you're supposed to take lecture or deliver lecture in the class, how do you prepare your lesson? Do you speak extempore or do you come well prepared from your home? When you have to take lessons?
We get prepared from home.
That's excellent. I'm prepared whenever you come. How do you improve fluency? Okay. Then how do students learn best? Then how can teachers motivate learners? Question formation formula. This is very important. WH word will come first of all. Then after that, helping verb will come. Then subject will come. And last of all, your main verb will come. Okay. How? WH word, helping verb, and then subject, and then main verb. WH word, okay, or how? Word, then auxiliary or helping verb do, and then subject you, and then main verb. Okay, this is the formula of forming your questions. And if we follow the pattern, we don't need to think about each and every word again and again in our mind and translate. Question formation formula, where do you work? WH word, then helping verb, auxiliary, then subject, and then the, yes, main verb. Why are you smiling? Yes, why are you smiling? Why is WH word, R is your auxiliary, yes, auxiliary verb, U is your subject, and smiling is your main verb here. Okay, how did you learn English? Common mistakes. Now we'll discuss about common mistakes that we commit. It all happens actually because of nervousness. Since we are not feeling confident and we are afraid that we may commit any mistake, then definitely mistake is going to be committed. So be confident and speak up. Even if it is mistake, it's all right. We can correct that ourselves, and gradually we will learn the correct English as well. Where you live, this is wrong because WH word is there, subject is there, main verb is there. What is missing?
Where do you live?
Yes, your
Missing helping verb.
exactly, your helping verb is missing. Very good. My students are better than.
Would be where do you live?
Yes, you all were correct. Where do you live is going to be the proper question. Why you are late? What's the mistake in it?
Why are you late?
Absolutely correct. I've seen and I've heard many people saying it.
Why are you late?
Okay, why are you late? WH, then helping verb. This is the formula that you're going to follow. Pattern. How you learned English?
How did you learn English?
Excellent. Now classroom English questions. Let us discuss. What did you learn today? Okay, you have to ask or you should ask this question by the end of your class in that room. Okay, so when your lecture ends, you should ask, what did you learn today? Common questions that should be asked. Why is this important? You know, when you're teaching some topic and you tell them that this topic is very important, and I'm sure that you also tell them why this topic is very important. Since you're the teacher of board classes, you tell them that we are studying this, we are learning this topic today, and then you also inform them why this topic is important. How can you solve this? Where can we find the answer? Okay, if you give the options, please involve them and ask them where can we find the answer. And then when should we complete the task? Okay, now begins your activity number 1. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your activity is create one question using each WH word. Okay, you will create one question, all of you. One question creating WH word, and like one question is going to be what question, why question, how question, where, when. Everyone please create these questions. Okay, but create this question. After this we are going to have a pair activity. Your time starts now. You should be understandable to the other person. Talk and speak in such a way that other person understands you well. Okay, repeat your question once again.
What's your favorite food? Okay, my favorite food is biryani and halwa. Okay, good. Why you are here? Why you are too late? I was busy in emergency. That's why I'm late.
Okay, very good.
How do you make tea?
Now, what was important? What did I want to teach you people? It was like if you want to need or if you want to get any kind of information from the other person who is in front of you, you need to be clear in your question as well. You need to be clear in your speaking as well. Okay, so questions should be asked in such a way that the other person is ready to give the answers as well. And the answers were given in detail. That is good. Did you notice one thing? Sometimes our questions are not clear when we are asking our students, and whatever is in our mind, we actually are unable to convey them our thoughts, what we need, in an improper way. So why we taught questions today, why we studied about questions today, because questions are very, very important. Being teacher, being a human being, being the one who wants to get information about anything, you should be clear, you should be like clearly reach, your thoughts should be clearly reaching to the person whom you want any kind of information. Did you get my point? Okay, okay, very good, very good. Pair practice is done. Questions were asked. Why questions were asked, how questions were asked, where questions were asked, when question was asked, and everything was good. This is your home task. This is your home task, and you will ask 1, 3 what questions, 2 why questions, 2 how questions, 2 where questions, and 1 when question from your own self. You will become 2 characters today. One will ask the questions and other will answer. And both of you are going to be one and the same person. Did you understand? Now we are going to do the next activity. Next activity. These questions will be in front of you. What motivates you, and you will answer within 3 seconds. Okay. Why do you teach? You will answer within 3 seconds of all these questions, and you will send me your video. Why do you teach? How do you improve your English? Where would you like to travel? What is your biggest achievement in your life as well? Okay, fluency rule. Don't translate, as you have practiced and you have seen yourself as well, that for the last few days, you people are not translating anything, you are just speaking, thinking in English. So when you don't translate, your fluency increases. Then don't memorize things, just see the pattern, follow the structure or construction. Think in English, speak in English, respond naturally. Okay? So speaking marathon. One participant will be asked 10 questions. You have to give 10 immediate answers, okay? No notes, you're going to make no Urdu, only English. You have to keep these things in your mind. Reflection time is very short. What was your biggest learning today?
How to use the first person and the right.
Excellent. Which question type was easiest?
The first person are quite simple.
Okay. Which question type was difficult?
How?
Okay. How will you use these questions in class now?
To motivate them for asking the particular details.
Okay.
And getting information from them.
And also enabling them learning the topics as well. Okay, now we are almost at the end of our today's session, and takeaway and keynotes today for today are: questions create conversation. Okay, when someone is quiet and someone is unable to participate, you enable that person, you enable that introvert person to be a participant amongst his class fellow, be like his class fellows or her class fellows by asking him or her certain questions. So questions create conversations, questions build confidence. And confidence builds fluency, better persons, better teachers, practice with a partner. These are the things that we did today, okay? And our final message is ask more and more. Speak more, learn more. The teacher who asks better questions creates better learning. So here is your home task for today. WhatsApp submission, audio recording, 2 minutes answer, okay? Not 1 minute today, 2 minute answers. What do you teach? Where do you want to improve? What did you learn today? So you will make a 2 minute video, and your deadline, of course, is going to be before tomorrow's session. So that's all from my side.